This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Martin wants to know whose idea was it to start using a stiff headbutt during this 2006 era. I remember both the Brooklyn Brawler and Just Incredible being on the wrong end of a Glasgow kiss. And it's funny, Just Incredible actually responded, quote, "It was a work. He barely touched me." But the headbutt spot, that is something that we hadn't seen in a long time. And you didn't just bring back any old headbutt. It wasn't an 80s Southern wrestling headbutt. This was a fighting headbutt. Whose idea was this?
It was a stiff headbutt. It was my idea. I thought it would go well with the intense wrestling machine Kurt Angle, even though it's not a wrestling move, but it is a badass move. And I thought that would help my character out by giving headbutts. And I have a very hard head, so I'm not afraid to hit anybody with it.
I know you were gone by the end, but Ari has a great question. He says, why do you think the ECW revival eventually failed? Do you have an opinion why it didn't work long term?
Well, the WWE tried to make it into something that it wasn't because they couldn't do certain things. They couldn't do the risky stuff. WWE is a family-oriented show, and they're a publicly traded company. They can't do the most extreme stuff and the adult content that ECW was providing in the 90s. So they weren't able to be the original ECW. If you're not the original ECW, there's no way you're going to work out. That's my opinion.
Guy walks into a bar, says, would you have continued those incredible high octane matches long term if you weren't going through hard times? This is my absolute favorite version of your wrestling persona. I daydream about what ECW Kurt Angle would have been like a year down the road. What do you think?
Well, the wrestling machine was my favorite character. I actually liked it better than my Olympic hero character, where I did a lot of comedy and I was kind of corny and, an idiot. But I really enjoyed doing that stuff. But the wrestling machine was more me. That's who I am. That's what I was. And I enjoyed doing it. And I loved performing in those matches because it was all technical, and that was what I was all about. I wanted to portray myself as a wrestling machine, a wrestler in the ring that was the best wrestler in the world. And I think I did a pretty good job of that. And that's what my ECW character was about, the wrestling machine.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.